I was just released from prison, and you kidnapped me here. I don't know you. No matter how filthy I am, it has nothing to do with you, right? Please get out. Sebastian's disgusted gaze landed on Sabrina's face, but he could not identify her tell that showed that she was acting. This woman truly was a skilled swindler. Follow me to get our marriage certificate once you're done washing up. 3 months later, I would divorce you, then pay you a certain amount of money. When that time comes, if you wished to stay beside me for even one more second, it would not be possible. Once he finished his sentence, he closed the door and left. The maids in the yard dared not breathe too loudly because Sebastian was present. 4 days ago, at this house, all the maids had witnessed how vicious and domineering this newly appointed head of the Ford family can be. Sebastian was the fourth son of his father, and his father was the eldest son of the Ford family. His 3 brothers and him were not born by the same mother. He was an illegitimate son. Although the Ford family was a century-old noble family, a B***starred like Sebastian would not have the eligibility to inherit even a tiny portion of the Ford family's fortune. In the Ford family, the collateral descendants even had priority over him for inheritance. When he was a teenager, he had been driven into exile. However, he finally fought his way back one day and managed to return to his country, but his mother was framed and imprisoned. Since then, Sebastian had been calculating every step meticulously and executing his plan in secret. Finally, he faked his death 3 days ago and engaged a counterattack. As a result, he drove his opponents to an end and had successfully gained control over the whole Ford family. In the current Ford family, Sebastian has the final say. Sebastian could only feel coldness in his gut whenever he recalled his past. His mother did not willingly become the third person in his father's marriage. It was a trick used by his father's wife to keep his father in their marriage. When Sebastian's mother found out that his father had a family, she was already 9 months pregnant. In order to let her son grow up in the company of parents, his mother had no choice but to stay by his father's side and suffered humiliation in silence. She was even framed and imprisoned when she was in her middle age. When Sebastian finally gained control of the Ford family and got his mother out of prison, she only had 3 months to live. His mother only had one wish. She wanted him to take her cellmate, Sabrina Scott, as his bride. Sebastian could only obey her wish, seeing that his mother did not have much time left. The night before he decided to take Sabrina out of prison, he had done a thorough investigation on her. His investigation showed that this woman had an ulterior motive for getting close to his mother. Something's wrong, young Master Sebastian. The maid's frightened exclamation interrupted his thoughts. Sebastian's gaze instantly turned serious. What are you panicking about? That woman escaped by jumping out of the window, the maid said in fear.